think Brandon hit 5 of those in like, I don't know, 2.5 minutes or so at the end of the third quarter. Just what do you think about that explosion at the end of the third from him?
Dominant performance by Brandon. When he shoots the ball like that, and he's capable of doing that night in and night out, it puts the game away, and that's what he did. And then just the total effort from our group, from the start of the game, was a wire-to-wire business-like mindset, knowing that we're getting ready to go on a tough road trip. So, credit to the guys in the locker room for coming out and playing hard, playing together, playing with joy. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, I know one thing you always talk about is that if you go on a long road trip, the first one at home can be tough. I mean, what'd you like about just your response after 4 on the road?
I loved it. It's that time of year. You pass halfway point. You kind of glancing at the standings here and there, but the thing for us is to focus on each and every game, and tonight was no different. Coming off a road trip, it could be a letdown game, but we didn't let that happen. We came out with the right mindset from the beginning, and we dominated the game from the start.
And what was it like just seeing just how he went about getting his 41, just all jumpers and barely anything in the paint, just putting on a shot, making a display?
Well, we've been on our guys to shoot more threes, and BI especially, and so he has it in him. And tonight he sees what happens when he shoots the shots that are open, catch and shoot, and he just caught it. He just caught fire, and the guys continue to find him in transition, find him off pin downs, and any one of our guys, when they shoot the ball like that, it's going to be tough to stop us.
And I'm not sure what the final number was, but I think through 3 quarters there was only 3 turnovers.
Yeah.
What did you like about just the way y'all were executing, even beyond just shooting and making threes?
Impressive. And you talk about BI, 8 for 11 from 3, 41 points, but he also had 9 assists. And so not only was he scoring, but he was making the right plays offensively, finding his teammates. And it's a reason we had 36 assists and 7 turnovers collectively as a team. Trying to take care of the basketball is one of our concepts, but then making sure we share it. And tonight was a great example of that.
Well, it could be easy to look past the Raptors. They've been falling out of the standings. They've traded away some of the better players. Could you go and talk maybe more about the preparation that Brandon takes, for every game, and especially like for tonight's game? I saw him working with JB, watched video of him for 10 minutes, and he put up shots with Fred, 3-point shots. Brandon
is meticulous about his work, and behind the scenes, when people don't see him, he's working. He's coming back at night, getting free throws in, shooting shots, working on his game. In practice, he's one of the first on the floor, one of the last to leave. He's in the weight room. He does all the things that you want your players to do in order to give themselves a chance to be successful. And when you see these performances by any of our guys, but BI especially, it's rewarding. It's rewarding, I'm sure, for him. It's rewarding for us as an organization and for his teammates to see it as well.
I know you guys had an offensive explosion, but tonight your defense was really good, especially early. You can tell there was a lot of rotations. Zion ends up with a block. I think that was a huge possession there. Can you talk about the effort you guys kind of put forth tonight on the defensive end?
Yes, it starts with our defensive mindset, and that allows our offense to flourish. It's when we're defending, and we're continuously working on it, working on ways that we can get stops, get rebounds, and when we play in the open floor like we did tonight, we're a hard team to stop. So our offense is definitely predicated on our ability to get stops, and this is a team that we know they score in transition, they get in the paint, they offensive rebound, and I thought we did a great job on all those categories tonight.
CJ had 20, Zion had 16.
Yeah.
For your stars to lead the way, how important was that, especially knowing just how much they had gone through the night before with a double overtime loss?
Yeah, it's important for those 3 to carry our team on both ends of the floor. And our second unit and substitution guys, they all come in and they play hard. They're going to play together. They're going to be a great supporting cast, but those 3 guys are going to carry us. And tonight, and even go back to the Spurs game, they all played well, and that's what we want. We want those guys to continuously play unselfish, share the basketball, lock in defensively, rebound, and we'll give ourselves a chance to be a good team.
not going back on the road for 4 more, what's the most important thing on this road trip?
Continue to lock in on our principles and take it game by game, and that's the mindset for us. You know we got four games on the road, but it's really a cliche. But take it game by game, and let's have a business-like approach to it.
Tonight was the 50th game of the season. I mean, how much of the Pelicans' success so far this year has just been Brandon, CJ, and Zion availability from those guys and just being out there, night after night this year?
Health is extremely important, and that's for any team that's in life. Whatever you do, you want to be healthy. And a credit to our training staff and medical staff. They're doing a fantastic job, and then all of our guys doing all the extra things that it take to be available to play on the floor. And that combination allows us to have an opportunity. And things can happen, and you can't control everything, but the things that we can control, it feels like we're doing a great job in that area.
I know you just said that you've been preaching taking more threes, but preaching is kind of like a leap of faith, so to say. You believe in it, and you want your players to believe in it, but do nights like tonight, does it make it more tangible for somebody like Brandon to say it's not a leap of faith, it's real, and you can do it, and you should do it?
For sure. It's definitely not just a leap of faith. There's analytics that go behind it, and there's film work that we put in, and then there's work that we get on the floor, and we work towards how do we generate these type of shots for our team. And so all of those combinations, and then you win like you did tonight, allows our guys to see why we want to take 40, 38, 43s a game, because we shoot a good percentage, and we have guys that are capable of making those shots. It's hard to beat us when we are.
I think the more surprising fact isn't just that he made 8 threes, but he took 11 3-point shots. You take into account his shot attempts and the emphasis on the team to make all these 3-point shot attempts. How much of this is just seeing the Jay Borrego system really take its fruition at this point in the season?
It's a combination for sure. Coach Borrego has done a fantastic job of, giving our offense some clarity and looking at some of the numbers. What do we do well? We want to continuously to do those things well. And this was an area of growth for us. A team that, the last couple seasons we dominated the paint. We got to the free throw line. We got out in transition, but now we're adding the 3-ball to our group, and it's a credit to our players for trusting and continuously to buy in.
So the guys have been playing really great against some of the more manageable teams,
Yeah.
to say, but they've been having a much tougher time against some of these top teams. What do you think this team can do to kind of break that barrier and start winning against these top teams as we're getting later in the season?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We've talked about it as a team. We thought about our, not to be negative, but our last 5 losses were all against playoff caliber teams, and that's an area of growth. We're talking about it. We have to bring the competitive spirit, and our room for error is less when you play against the better teams, and this road trip will be a good test the first couple games at least. Okay, thank you.